Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one is on episode 1 of season 2 of Gate. Gate is finally back. I remember last year when I was watching it and I was completely surprised. I did not expect it. I did not know that was going to happen, that they were going to split it into two. And even like the way they ended it, the first season, I felt like they just last minute thought, let's split it into two. And yeah, now we're here in winter 2016 season and Gate is back at least. So I'm happy that Gate is finally back. The opening and endings, I really did enjoy the opening. Like, I think I might enjoy, I don't know, they're both good, the first season and this one's opening. I'm not too sure. Which do you guys like better? I'm kind of leaning, the second one was pretty good, though towards the ending I didn't care for it as much, but it was still good. And the ending, I really enjoyed the ending. That was cute. The whole showing Rory and Lele and Tuka kind of like, you know, being soldiers and stuff like that. And the song was good too. So yeah, those are both really good. Made me feel happy to be back with Gate, you know. But first off, this episode, it's more of a build up to the, you know, what's going to happen, which makes sense because this is the first episode, and it was a good episode, to be honest. It was a good first episode, laying us back into what's going on, big premise of Gate, which kind of weird for the fact that I thought that, you know, since the last episode of the first season was pretty much all about that red dragon coming, the dark elf, I thought that was going to be the main premise of what's going on at the beginning first episodes. But no, the only thing that we had on that dark elf was she was talking to that one girl and she asked a little bit about Itami and what does he care about, and she of course tells him about there's three people. Of course, that's probably Rory, Lele, and Tuka. So that'll probably get more into that later, but it's kind of weird how I thought that was going to be the big premise, you know, them fighting that red dragon and everything. But in the end, that's not what happened in this episode. They just had that small part. The big parts in this episode was mostly at the beginning half was all about politics, showing Itami with Pina and that other Japanese ambassador guy. Pretty much they brought the family in. You got a little cute, you know, all the family having fun. There was that moment with that little girl going up to the guy, and he Pina's like, oh, you're quite the seducer. And I'm just thinking to myself, I know this is anime and everything, but that girl is like, oh, sorry, my eye. But that girl is like a little girl. Like, that's her parents right there. This guy is probably like late 20s, early 30s kind of thing. I don't know. But yeah, this is anime. This kind of stuff does happen. But yeah, he's trying to get in they're trying to get in the good graces of all the families of the big senators because they're trying to do the negotiations. And the other way is they had Itami showing off the weapons to the other senators. They were all like, oh, can I have how many rifles do you have? When they showed the rifles, and when they saw the mortars, it was like, there's the intimidation act that they got them. Like, we cannot have a war with Japan. We will not win. So the negotiations are going well, but then we get introduced to this asshole prince, Pina's brother. One word to describe him: dick. That's pretty much it. Like, I want him to die. That's pretty much all I was thinking the whole time. Like, what the heck? That scene, I did not expect that. That was pretty brutal. Him and the warrior bunny chief, like, he's got her, like, comrades, you know, hostage pretty much, and he's just using her as a toy. And I just wanted her to, like, beat him up or something. Of course, that's not gonna happen. Hopefully, maybe, like, Itami comes to save the day and help her and everything. But that was pretty much that with that. He does get sent to, you know, find out about the ambassadors, the senators negotiating with Japan and everything, to which they're able to hide that. But it seems that one guy, I'm not too sure I forget what his name was, he was talking with the king, and the king, mostly their kind of plan there, the king doesn't think that there is a threat at all, pretty much what's going to happen. And guess what, you're going to be mistaken. He thinks, oh, no one's going to take a money or blah 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 anything on me. That guy just wants to just cause trouble, seriously. Like how he sent all those armies out there. That's another thing. What happened to the survivor guy? It seemed like something was going to happen there, but it ended up not showing anything from that either. So that's another thing that possibly could happen later on in the future. But the main premise was the politics, and then after we see earthquake is going to happen or something. Earth shake is what they're calling it, and pretty much we get to see Kurokawa, and she's at like in the red light district. They have like a, I guess, medical area kind of thing. I don't know. They're taking up the area there, and we see this. I think she's like a bird or something with those wings. I thought it was an angel at first, but it's like they're all animal girls kind of thing. So this is like she's coming in. Her name's Misery, kind of weird, but she's a whore, and she came in for condoms. I didn't really get the whole thing, what was going on there, but they later on do come to ask for, they're like, oh, there's like an earthquake coming or something, blah, 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 and that's, the guy was like, this happened once before when I was deployed somewhere, all the animals were going crazy, and I was like, that's kind of racist to say, but they are animals, they have the animal parts, so it would make sense that they would have heightened senses over these kind of things, not to be racist over those animal girls and animal guys and animals, but yeah, so that was pretty much the thing, like them telling everyone, and everyone's like, oh no, there's an earth shake coming and blah 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 and all that kind of stuff. And that was pretty much the huge cliffhanger. Earth shake is happening, negotiations were supposed to happen, doesn't look like it's going to happen. So yeah, the main thing was earth shake happening, which is pretty weird that in the end Rory, Lele, and Tuka were only showed at the end. They weren't even like a big thing. That was kind of weird. Are they still the main characters? I'm pretty sure they are, but I guess they took a back foot and it was more for the politics and showing what's happening in this with... I felt like they didn't really need the Misery and Kurokawa part, but it was still pretty interesting in some parts to learn. Like when they showed that when they first got there, there was a gang there and they were like, let's kill these guys, and then like wiping them all out. Like, yep, that's why I like this show. Seeing this better technology against these guys with swords and bows and arrows. You can't fight. You don't bring a sword to a gunfight. Sorry. Oh, well, there is some anime and some characters that swords are good, but in this case, no. But yeah, that's pretty much was the episode. It was a pretty good intro back into the Gate universe and everything, showing what's going on with the politics, new characters like the prince and everything, and showing what's possibilities of what's going to happen later on. And then I didn't wow, cliffhanger in the first episode, but it was still pretty cool to see, like, whoa, I wonder what's going to happen in this next episode, But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. I honestly enjoyed it, and I'm happy that Gate is back. So yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom discussion and review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I'm missing you want to talk about, comment below as well. And until next time, guys, see ya.